Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to 7327. This is episode 30, guys, and I sound very emotional and very excited to tell you this. Last episode, I was talking about how I'm kind of stuck in a rut with the map. What exactly do I need to do to get out of this rut? All of this stuff, all these problems, they were hindering the development of the map. Now, I did something that I'm really proud of, and I reached to my beta testers. 8 of them wrote a they filled out an application I made. It wasn't required of them, but they filled it out. And I asked very specific questions. I actually asked if I should keep the potions, if I should keep the suppressions, should I change the knives with parkour, all these things that I were stumped on previously. And there was no definite answer. None of them were required questions, so some didn't even answer. But out of 8 of the beta testers that I guess I only showed, all of them did it. So, what's really going on today, guys? This episode is called Revolutionary, but you're probably wondering what that has to do. Now, let me just explain myself, as this is going to be a super industrial episode, but the beginning is going to be a bit talky, and I'm not going to do much on camera. But I will tell you this, guys. That inspired me. The amount of diversity and the amount of feedback was basically a bell ringing in my head to just finish up the tweaks, honestly. Release the map as it is and tweak it later. However, I am going to do that. But there struck ideas beyond belief that will make redstone less laggy, more appealing, less redstone. This will include the redoing all the redstone on the map, which I am going to do, unfortunately. I have to. And a lot of other things. So that was kind of required on my behalf of releasing the map. That was my goal, to redo most of the redstone. Don't get crazy. I'm not going to spend too much time doing it, but most to where it could be compacted and stuff and more efficient. Now I came to another conclusion, is this room. Yeah, I have empty walls over here, and the the artillery selector goes out into the void like this. Really ugly. Really ugly. Okay? And this as well, look at this. This is so beautiful, the functionality of this is beyond belief. This will lock once it's activated in a very fast amount of time. And also, yeah, once it locks, it will, start the game and start up all these settings and sequences that construct the game's reality and constructs the game itself. So, guys, I'm gonna get working. I am going to get working. I'm redoing all the class systems, not the armor or anything. Definitely not. I'm redoing the way it works. If you are in this room, you're gonna feel the urge to want an OP class because you're gonna hear it physically. You're going to hear it in the game. Voices are gonna call to you if you're near one of the classes. No longer will it have these light updating redstone lamps, but they will have a lot of other things. It's going to be great, guys. I'm going to work very hard. I'm going to listen to music. I'm going to just go hard for a few hours here, and I'm going to get back to you with major progress, guys. So next cut is a few hours, maybe even days for me, and you're going to like it, hopefully. Or hopefully I follow through with what I'm saying now. So I will see you guys then. Alright, guys, I have an example of a few things I'm planning to build. I'm sorry that I was supposed to cut into hours of work, but I forgot to show you this. Alright, so pay close attention. This matters, okay? Now, my idea, like I said, was to change the class system, so it's like this. This is the command box that give you the things in order. Now, notice that there's only 2 repeaters, so how is this really working and how fast is it going to operate? Now, when a player is over here, it's going to detect, it's either I make it detect without lag, that you're just on this block, or I just have a pressure plate and simplify things. It doesn't really matter which way, either or, it's pretty much the same thing. When I step on this, that pressure plate will execute a command that will spawn a redstone block right here. Now, for all intents and purposes, this won't give you items like a class would, but I labeled it in order. So this will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, assuming that this all works, it will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very, very, very fast. And, here, let me switch the difficulty to peaceful here. Okay. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this? This is basically, once you spawn, basically this is just spawning a redstone block somewhere far away, I guess. And basically, when this activates, this will delete this and replace it with air. So it'll act like that. You get what I'm saying? That's what's basically happening, okay? Now, it is successful. Now, between all of that, so we can easily distinguish what begins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, very, very fast. Now, this is built in the west to east, okay? Now, we got the exact same thing, guys, over here. Now, I'm going to show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This obviously will delete, but I didn't do it just so I could show you. But this would basically delete the block. But look, 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5. This is invalid. Now, why do you say it's invalid? It's very strange. There's one way you could look at it. This is powering this redstone, which is directly powering this, which would power this. But essentially, it's not working that way. So, possibly in different directions, it takes probably a slightly smaller time to do this operation than that, or better yet, to do this operation or than this. So essentially, if I activate this, we'll have say 1, say 2, say 3, say 4. Now I have no idea what's going to happen, but I am going to make an assumption that they will not be in order, and possibly 3 would activate right after 1. So let's see that. Look at that. 3 activated first, actually. So this powered that first before you even realized this one. That is a big problem, and I will tell you guys right now that that is going to affect the way I build the redstone. I just want to test it. Also, before we get back into this, you know how the radar system's like this, all nice and dandy. Pretend this is the front of it. Instead of having things come behind it, I could just spawn redstone blocks, right? But there's a better way to do this. An in-game radar. So while you're playing the game, why not do it? This over here would be the standard way of detecting a player if they're in that region very fast. Now this is so horribly inefficient that I would probably not even attempt to go with this design. And look how slow, look how much repeaters there are rather than this one, and it's so much tinier, and the amount is drastically reduced, and it's in order. So this will basically spawn in your items in order. So yeah, guys, the dispenser will put on your armor, and this will spawn your inventory, your hotbar in order. So that's the idea. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna build and build and build like crazy on 7327 now. As you can see, it's right there, and I have much to do.
Hey there. iReapism. Wow. I'm really out of words, guys. The last segment was 1 month ago. I can't utter the words of progress that happened. I mean, even looking down here is progress, because it didn't look like this before. Well, I'm gonna start to break it down to you guys. I'm gonna not give you too much information. I'm almost done with the map, guys, honestly, completely. I overhauled the entire map for 1.7. And wow. Okay, I figured I should show you guys because I want to make the trailer very soon, and I don't want everything to be completely new. Alright, this is what I have so far, guys. The map revolves around the game being started for most things. Let's get on with the new spawn area. It's now stone slabs, colored stained glass over here and there. I got rid of the heads over here. They're moved to the Reap Sanctuary. And over here, I'm thinking about putting something. Over here, this is a brand new, completely brand new area. This is called the gaming room. Waiting for the game. Play now. Do you remember the lottery system? That's no longer here. Okay. I'm gonna miss some things. I've completely overhauled the map, guys. I'm not joking you. It's completely different in some aspects. So let's get on. So let's say I want to be a paradise sitter. Well, the game hasn't started yet, so the idea is everything revolves around the game, and things like this, how to play. There's absolutely no redstone here at all, and I'm getting a signal from this. One other thing is there's no redstone here anymore. There's only one command block, and that's doing everything, guys. So I'm not gonna walk you through everything, but I will tell you one thing, guys. Most of the redstone in this map is no longer here. This looks, you know, pretty messy still, but I want to organize some things still. Too much I'm showing right now. Okay. First of all, let's introduce you to the gaming section. So this is a pretty nice area I came up with. I like the quartz and ice, but essentially how you get in is you stand on the quartz around here, and it should make a sound, but for some reason on my end it never works. I probably have an invalid sound for that, but the sound works in other command blocks. It's weird, but it'll work for other players as well. It's kind of strange. Alright, death. Death is a minigame in which you are one hit kill. If the players both die, it becomes last man standing. Okay. Now, I don't have another person to show you, but let's just say, you know, it's right here. Basically, 10 seconds, you're immobile, and then once the 10 seconds is over, you can move. And to give you an idea, let's pretend that's a player. Piston comes up. Let's put that down, and I'll go in here. Now, let's say there's other people in this area spectating. I'm going to introduce you guys something I'm using a lot in this map, and that is a set block command. And watch this. It's completely transparent. The Reaper grew, and basically I'm immobile till the slowness and jump boost is gone. Tells me start. My field of view changes because of the slowness. Now I'd hit someone because I have strength 10 for infinity, and whoever dies, let's say I die, it'll teleport me into this room, and it'll completely reset the thing. Now, let me give you another idea. Now, he's somewhere, actually, but I am just, it's client issues. Let me redo. There we go, okay. So, essentially, guys, that is the whole idea with the death. It's just something, you know, I did all of this. Alright, guys, this is all the redstone for it. It's an immense amount of redstone. But I thought it was worth it because this map is going to be immense. So, I'm a spectator. It would look something like that. I got teleported because I was too close. So, as you can see, it's on. The death game is on. And these wools turn into the corresponding glass. Like the wool colors turn into the stained glass corresponding. We got a nice death logo here. And once one of the players dies in there, their spawn point goes into this little box which does everything. That right there, guys, was one minute part of the development of this map in this 1 month. So as you can see, I have a button here. There's no redstone, guys. It said it was basically the how to play button, and it said stand near this button to receive this, and it'll only receive if I press the button. So how am I doing this? There's a lot of things going on in the map I really don't want to explain because I really need to condense this video very shortly. But this will be the last video until the map's released. I will have gameplay footage coming up very soon of the completed map. I will have an amazing trailer that I'll be working on very, very crazily, just like the map, and more to come. So, just to give you an idea, I'm doing this kind of stuff in the map. Join spectators, must be within in creative and near the button. Did not work, but it worked here. And essentially if I had a pressure plate, it would execute. And now I'm a spectator, right? Not completely done. I was working on that a few days ago. Or actually, no, I lied. I worked on that today. But some of the things here you see was a few days ago. So the current changelog of this is a redstone revision for 1.7, the overhaul that I've been talking about to make things work like this. Second of all, I became fully mad. Third of all, well, I became more sensible with redstone. I'm doing this kind of stuff with ease, guys. I'm not struggling with this kind of stuff. This is pretty easy to do. The overhaul of the lobby used to be very laggy, guys. My beta testers always complain to me, hey, you know, why is it so laggy and stuff? I'm lagging all the time in this game. I did a completely lobby overhaul. Look at, I have 90 frames, 75, 60. I used to get 30 guys in here. Do you remember that? Maybe in this, the 2 segments from this video in the beginning will prove that to you. I got rid of the lag because all the redstone was here invisible, and now there's not really visible redstone. Essentially, I redid the randomizer a bit. It's not too crazy. Let me get into lobby, so this will work actually. So, you know, you activate the same way, creating randomized teams. We got a little shuffling sound. This is different. We got a new node, so we press this button and those light up and delight. Same thing with the randomize, re-randomize. This one's just a silence because it's a little bit farther away. You can't hear a dropper for the T flip-flop. And basically, I might redo this actually because it's not really that necessary. But you know, you ready up, and whoever's in here will get readied up. And this is basically the randomizer. It just makes a shuffling sound. We'll play at least 4 times just for one player. It's kind of the shuffling effect. So become a paradisitor. And these buttons, no redstone like crazy behind here. Let me just tell you guys one thing, and I will be right back. Alright guys, this is where most of the redstone is in the entire map. This controls basically everything I've showed you and 90% more of the redstone on the map. And it's not that dense actually. For the entire map, guys, this is about 90% of the redstone on the map. It's not that much, right? This is pretty far from spawn, and you spawn on this platform. And essentially anyone in here in game mode 2, so this will only activate if you're, in game mode 0 without a team. And it'll tell you, you know, what's up, and it'll set up the game for the first time use, creating all the teams and all that stuff. And there you go. A complete overhaul of this area. Now, paradisers will still get sent here and marauders, but I got rid of the pistons. I can actually show you this in action. Alright guys, so essentially I'd be up there as a marauder, waiting for me to get teleported, and now it's about to happen. That new complete, if you paid attention, it was in a perfect sequence how these blocks broke, making this sound. All this map revolves around sound effects, audio, visual effects, completely, like complete overhaul. I'm telling you guys, completely new class selection, a completely new class selection, guys. I will explain that in just a sec. So I'm gonna become projection. I got my armor. I got everything organized that fast. Complete overhaul. These are for all the classes. And when you're a marauder, you spawn in there and then you get teleported out. Alright, now regular gear holds the artillery, which is that iron bar glowstone area right there. And you're probably wondering, where's the radar? It's right here. It's completely wireless. It is amazing, guys. I can't explain it to you right now because I don't have a player online. But essentially, it checks noble areas in the map, the most high traffic paradisar areas in the map. And some will tell you how much players are there, who exactly is there, with a 7 out of 9 success rate. So every minute, it's going to check a 7 out of 9 chance to tell you all these things. Now, one is successful, like it is here and here. It's a 7 out of 9 chance. Pretty frequent it should happen. So, technically speaking, it'll check 25 times in your map because it's 25 minutes long. So, the idea is, essentially, is that it's going to tell random raiders on your team. So, you must be very, very vocal with your team, and you got to be like, all right, listen, my radar told me this and that, we better go there fast to eliminate this paradisar. It's to bring more communicative properties, or to communicate more with your team. Now, I did something else. Now, I'm a paradisar, so this won't work for me, but this is a great way to show you exactly what I'm doing. Now, I'm getting teleported while I'm on this pressure plate, but it's not also doing that. It's deleting the pressure plate and bringing it back after a short amount of time. This is because no more than, I don't want people to experience, being stuck. This is absolutely impossible to get stuck. It's just going to teleport the nearest player and delete the pressure plate. There's no way you could set it off without a pressure plate. It'll always come back, guys. So it's absolutely amazing. So now if you notice from this sign, there's only 10 each of the regular gear instead of a virtually unlimited, which was about 4 stacks of the armor. Now it's only 10 per. So it's pretty amazing in that way. And the reason it's amazing is because now it's very difficult to essentially get around. Well, essentially if I wanted to take more TNT, well, first of all, my thing's gonna get cleared if I'm a marauder, like so. It's gonna clear my inventory. So if I do decide to drop this and get it back, like right here, I could drop all this. I'm using an entire class to do that. Okay, let's pretend I'm a marauder for now. Okay, the way you activate the Reaper now, it's a bit different. You have to activate him like that. Now, I'm technically a paradisar through my scoreboard or my team, not through my my class armor and stuff, but it'll still work. Of course, this will never be the case in your game. Activate Reaper. You must stay on the pressure plate or you will be stuck here indefinitely. If you fail to activate the Reaper, you can't try again. So a paradisar must stand on this obsidian essentially, because this will get cleared. And of course, if I destroy it, a paradisar spawns with pressure plates so they could repair this. But you'll see what I mean by you'll be stuck here forever. So watch this, guys. That is how you activate the Reaper in style. I thought I had to do that, guys. That is absolutely amazing. I changed the Reaper sounds. Teleporters now work based on activating the Reaper. Collecting food, arrows, and all that stuff, that's all gone, guys. All of that stuff is gone. It's completely flat. No more bedrock stuff. The teleporters are wireless now. They don't extend down here. This used to affect the game so much because people would go around it. No more arrow station. The way you get food now is if you are a certain class like core that has a pickaxe, you get through this and you stand around there. Now I might be able to get through yeah, because I did this already. So as you can see, paradisar's main food source is apples. It's better than bread or melons. And as long as they're standing around the obsidian, they don't have to be there. That obsidian is where the marauders have to stand to hack it. So you get arrows, blocks. The main blocks is nether brick and apples, of course. So one person can stand here. Now the radar will tell you if so, a paradisser is here. So that's amazing, cool. So all you have to do is stand there. It's so much better, guys. It is absolutely amazing. All the beta testers are absolutely amazed by it. They've played a bit of this update, this kind of update, but not too seriously. Now this is how the teleporters work. All you have to do, stand, you hear the sound, and it teleports you once the sound is completely gone. And it's much faster. Man, Reaper, I'm trying to record. So it's much faster, and that's how it works. Okay, so let's say I'm a marauder. Let's trick the game. Say I'm a marauder. Alright, all I have to do is stand right here. I usually get pretty lucky and hack on the first chance. Just like that. So now I hack the Reaper. Now no longer paradisers they can't use the teleporters anymore. They can't access this. I can't hack it again, as you can see. It's done. Paradisers can't get food, arrows, or blocks, and the Reaper is mine because now he has the emerald blocks, signifying that, you know, he's kind of the marauders. The eye is located here now, indicated by a names dropper called the eye, and stores the eye. Now, alright, major change. Back here, not this. They're beacons. You have to destroy the 3 beacons now. It's no longer ender crystals. Now, take a look at this. There's no redstone. Okay, let me show you guys what I mean by no redstone. Again, no redstone. This is lava just for the simplicity of the tower. Now I'm going to show you that this has nothing to do. There's no redstone around this. Let me cover it up. Light this up. I'm going to show you. Hopefully that doesn't destroy. Alright, as you can see, that has nothing to do with it. Of course there's no redstone here. Iron bars are actually useful now. It's very difficult to destroy beacons now. You can't really just use a TNT cannon from there and just destroy it. It's very difficult to do that. But watch as I break the beacon itself. And it's very fast how it reacts. So I'm doing this laglessly, guys. 120 right there. That has never happened to me in my games when I record. Never. 120 easy. This is helping all the people, all my beta testers. Most of them don't really have a gaming computer, so I really overhauled the map for them. This was really dedicated to them. This was lagging the map. I had to get rid of it somehow. There you go. Pretty fast, huh? Now, if this one's gone, you know, I'll be seeing the radar system every minute. It's going to attempt to scan, and it's going to tell me if I'm successful. If it doesn't say anything, that means it was unsuccessful, and it'll wait another minute to attempt again. Let's pretend I win the game, shall we? Middle beacon has been destroyed. Raiders have won the game. That's only temporary. I'm going to do other things. Now let me explain to you what happens when you win the game. Tomorrow is when I start this part of the game. So when you win, if the Raiders win, since everything's based around this Reaper now, blocks are going to spawn like right here-ish, and they are going to watch the Reaper corrupt himself. Now this has to do with the storyline of the game. I also started working on a complete storyline of 7327 and why is it called 7327, who is Nazareth, why is the Reaper significant, why did the Marauders and Paradisers separate. All of that I've been working on so much, guys, in the background. I'm sorry that I haven't been putting out this series, but you can understand why. The gunship works. I think I already covered this, but you know, it works just as intended. Just like that. And that's pretty amazing, right? Devastates the map. And we got militia. I finished militia. I'm gonna actually show you that. Alright guys, this is the new artillery room. You'll get teleported here. Now we have oh no, I just kind of spoiled it, but stand close to preview what it does. So if I stand close to this, select gunship. I'll just preview small, you know, small thing of what it does, or what it's capable of. I have the preview for the militia. Now this is what's crazy. It's completely reusable. So that's a preview, just to show you that's exactly how the militia spawns, even with that tag, everything. It's very powerful, guys. Nizers, two militias can easily kill Nizers, guys. Easily kill Nizers. They're very powerful. There's, I think, 6 that spawn in the entire map. And, well, they have 40 health. They have Thorns 1 on one of the armor. They have Protection on the others. They have, you know, just all that stuff makes them, you know, if they hit you, you get the Wither effect as well. Actually, I don't think that's the case, because they're Wither skeletons, but they use their bow. So that's pretty cool, right, guys? I thought that was pretty cool. Partitions, haven't done that yet, but it's going to be basically an overhaul of TNT falling on the map, partitioning that area. It's not going to be too OP, but essentially what happens if I press one of these, all the buttons clear, and that's making it one-time use. I get teleported to a gunship, of course. Since I manually activated it through here, that was a different story. But this only teleports people when the game has officially started. And it has, but I modified it just for this. So that's been a small portion of what the map's capable of. Most of the other things you have to be in game to really notice. Paradise parkour has changed, all that kind of stuff, you know, basically everything you could say really has changed. All the spawns. I'll get the list in a sec. Alright, the artillery teleport / TP0770, you know, these famous coordinates of this map. If I probably was not in the loaded area, so this shouldn't have created. No, it hasn't. But I could go show you what it looks like in just a sec. I'm just going to show you what it looks like wirelessly, so I'm going to just set the block somewhere in the world, and it's going to do things. Now when I go through, it'll teleport me. Stand near one of the selections to preview it. And that's exactly what we did. I also removed Nizerth trials. All you have to do is, after 10 minutes of the game, you could get Nizerth, and from when you get it, you have 5 minutes in-game time with Nizerth. You can only spawn as him for 5 minutes, and then it'll kill you, and then you have to become a Paradiser again. So I put a time limit on Nizerth, so he's available after 10 minutes though still, because he's pretty powerful. A lot of beta testers agreed this way. Some had different ideas. I couldn't just do all ideas because they conflict within another, but I tried my best to do what the beta testers have requested, and all these beta testers are privileged really, because I'm really listening to all their suggestions, and they all know it, so you can ask them. You can ask them basically anything they suggested. I've really changed, like small suggestions, like I got a suggestion a while ago, like there was too much water in the battlefield. I got rid of most of the water. I just had small source blocks that just spread, so if you delete the source blocks here, I'll show you right now, just right here, if you delete these source blocks, oh, as you can see, the podzol and stuff, race cars, because it's a modern world. Yeah, battlefield changes, all the flowers and stuff here, all of that will get cleared from your inventory, all the new flowers, useless blocks, like now including saplings, tall grass, all that useless junk, carpets, because I don't really find them that useful, seeds, leaves, saplings. I told you guys there's a lot of things that just gets cleared from your inventory. So here, let me show you. This is a long time ago, but if you clear just very specific water sources, you get rid of a lot of water. So just like this, and I've cleared, I think, most of the water, or all of it. Yeah, see, I did listen, and you could definitely see where I'm going with this. So this is no longer there. Oh, Paradisers have won. Because I stayed in that game too long. And it checked and saw that there is one beacon left. And that is over here somewhere. Where is it? Somewhere here. Ah. Alright guys, well that's about it guys. I think that's a bug. But there's bound to be bugs of course. If it wasn't too explanatory in this video, I definitely didn't cover everything. So there's a link in the description to a changelog. Check it out. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Next, there's no more episodes, so let me actually conclude the series. So I hope you guys enjoyed me developing the map here. I really appreciate you guys so much for your feedback. Even the subscribers that gave feedback, I listened to them as well. Maybe not to such a crazy degree, but I did take it into consideration with the building of the map. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate this map. Wouldn't have been like this if it weren't for you guys. It could be popular, I don't know, I haven't released the map yet, but I presume it to be very popular because I'm doing what people want to see, and hopefully that gets somewhere. Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Take care everyone. See you later. And I will see you possibly playing the map with me. Oh yeah guys, if you're in the future and you have like a team or something, you have multiple players and you're hosting this game, feel free to invite me. I'll most likely play my map with other people. I don't see any problem with that. Any person really, I'll play with you guys. Peace out guys.